There were 4 generations of love on her face. She was so wise, no surprise, past her eyes. She had seen it all.
Yeah, well, he'd given me these records, and the one that I heard first was with Michelle Legrand, and she was singing "What Are You Doing the Rest of Your Life?" And it was amazing what she was doing with her voice, her range. It was going over through the harmonies, and she was singing in a way that I didn't know that a song could be sung, and I fell in love with it. So I would play it over and over and over. But it was from that point on, I knew that you had to have your own, I guess, concepts when you're dealing with music and songs. And so I wanted to develop my own voice from that point on. The one person that comes to mind is Cannonball Adderley. You know, I had the opportunity to hear him when I was really young, and I just thought he was amazing, you know. And I think that the thing that inspired me more than anything was that he had this way of creating places and times and pictures, and with an instrument that had no words, you know, but he could make you have these thoughts and feelings about places that you've been or places that felt very, very familiar. He gave you pictures. So I think early on it's all music to me, you know. I've always believed that music should be without boundaries. And for me, jazz, having a foundation in jazz music really kind of allowed me to be a part of different kinds of music, much like the musicians that were performing or had created this fusion music. So I wanted to sing the songs that really addressed my life early on, that really meant something deeply to me. Look at improvisation, at least for me, as, you know, the words that you can't say, the things that come out of your soul. And any song that I sing, I'll change the sound or the timbre in my voice to fit what it is that I'm trying to say. So that probably is true with improvisation as well.
Yeah.
And what I found in performing with Harry Belafonte was that I had all of these songs that came from all over the world that had all of these dual meanings, you know, some social, political meanings. And I found that there was a way that you had to sing them to communicate the message in the song. And then that the harmonies were very, very rich and beautiful but simple. The rhythms were, you know, interesting, and it was just different. And I found from that point on, less was more. And so where in my early years when I would sing, it was really, really about my instrument. I really, really didn't care that much about lyrics. I wanted to use my instrument. But later on, I think after my experience with Harry, it changed, and I wanted to be able to tell stories and use the colors that I had gathered from the very beginning of my career to really, really color the words and to really make my point very clear with the lyrics and the stories that I was trying to tell.
Remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had.